And what is going on, YouTube? Julian with the Zamora Duna Group with Keller Williams City View here in San Antonio, Texas. And today we are going to talk about the 3 top communities that you would want to be living in if you were to move here to San Antonio, Texas. And let's get that started right after this quick intro. So if you were thinking of moving to San Antonio, Texas, well, now is the time. Interest rates are perfect as far as getting a property here. And then not only that, it is a seller's market, but things are starting to level out. So clearly from what I've seen through paying attention to the market or just studying the market every single day, I have noticed that house prices are dropping, and I have noticed that some houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. So that's why I'm giving you an update on which communities to move in. And I'm also gonna show you how quick they're moving, and I'm gonna give you like an average price of the communities as well. So not only that, but I am not actually born and raised here in San Antonio, Texas. I am from El Paso, Texas, and I have been living here for 4 years. So being somebody new and moving here and not born and raised, these are the communities that have popped out to me the most, and these are the communities that I hear about the most, where most people would like to live in. All right, before we dive in, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out the rest of my channel. I love doing unique tours of properties here, like modern contemporary, $1 million homes, just stuff that you wouldn't usually see in San Antonio, Texas. And not only that, but I love to give like a list of places to check out, things to do, and tips like, for example, the heavy traffic hours. But other than that, let's get this started. Okay, everybody. So we are starting with Stone Oak. Stone Oak zip code is 78258. You are going to see a visual representation of what Stone Oak looks like highlighted. It extends out a little bit further. This is just basically the heavy area of Stone Oak, but as you can see, it cuts off over here where it says Stone Oak. So it does go out a little bit further. But this is a good general idea of where it's at, and it's right out of 1604, which is going to be a main highway here in San Antonio that basically goes around the entirety of the city. And then it goes up 281. Really, really nice area. It is a master plan community. Not only that, but they have the Vineyard Shopping Center. So that's a super popular area. I'll show that. And then not only that, but they also have trails that are inside the Stone Oak area. So within the neighborhood. So whether you have family, pets, you like to exercise, you can definitely go out and do that, right around the corner. So maybe about a 5 to 10 minute drive, depending where you are in Stone Oak. And not only that, but it is really popular for student education. Stone Oak happens to have its own HOA. So in Stone Oak, it looks really, really nice, and everything's well taken care of, because what it is they have the HOA on top of the community HOAs, but to keep the area looking really nice. And so what I want to show you too is Stone Oak is extremely safe. And so here it is highlighted. The Stone Oak neighborhood has a lot to offer in terms of safety. In fact, it is safer than 78% of the neighborhoods in US violent crimes, are almost non-existent. So that's just pretty much to show you a little bit of Stone Oak and what there is and what Stone Oak has to offer. I'll show you a few houses here in the neighborhood just so you can get a good idea of what the structure looks like as far as the homes or the architecture. And then not only that, but just something for fun. There is a restaurant here that I love, so I'm gonna give you one restaurant in each community, and it is called Mellow Mushroom. So if you are a pizza fan and you are looking for a home in this area, check out Mellow Mushroom. It is phenomenal. Okay, and then real quick before we move on to the next one, I'm going to show you the statistics of the properties that have been sold within the last month to give you a general idea of the average of homes sold in this area. So that way you have an idea of what you're looking for and what price range you're gonna be in if you decide to move into this community. And so 62 homes sold in only 1 month. So if you haven't heard or you don't know, the market's insane right now, but I will tell you that things are starting to slow down. So it looks good for the buyers who are trying to find a home here. The average price sold here is going to be $488,551, and then the max home sold here was $895,000. And I'm going based off the statistics right here. So that is pretty much the average of what is sold here in Stone Oak. Most of the homes are lasting, about a month, if not less. As you can see, 62 homes sold in this general area, and it's not a massive area. So 62 homes sold in this community right here. Okay, let's jump into Helotus. And so Helotus is going to be the 78023 zip code. Like I said, these aren't completely accurate, so they show a little bit of, like, for example, that green going into Helotus. Alamo Ranch is right by it, so I would consider some of this Alamo Ranch. So that's why I'm going based off, like I said, the heavy zip code of where the majority of the area is in. In Helotus, you are going to find that there's tons of shopping centers. You are near almost everything, and you have quick access to the highways. Not only that, but in Helotus, you are also going to see that there's going to be like a 4-corner shopping center right here where I'm moving my mouse. On this side, you're going to have an HEB Plus. If you don't know what HEB is, I can guarantee that you will no longer shop at Walmart moving to Texas if you come across an HEB and decide to give it a shot. I love HEB. Like I said, I'm from El Paso. We didn't have HEB over there, so I would always go to Walmart. As soon as I moved here, that is the only place that I shop now. HEB will have, well, the Plus, because you're going to be by the Plus if you go to Helotus, is going to have like clothes, stuff for outdoors. Of course, you're going to have your groceries, things to clean your property. So there's going to be the HEB Plus there. On this side, you're going to have like your retail shopping centers, for example, like Barnes & Nobles, Kohl's, Ross, Target. On the other side, you're also going to have a movie theater, so you're not too far from like recreational fun. And then on the other side, I don't know if you work out or not, but I love to work out, so there's a Gold's Gym, so super close to fitness facility, and then a Home Depot. So I call that like the 4 corners area because you have literally everything you need in those 4 corners of Helotus. Helotus is more of like a rural area, and what you're gonna notice in Helotus is you're going to have like more spread out homes, you're gonna have more room. They're gonna be a little bit bigger, and it's more of like a hill country vibe. So not necessarily rural, but I would call it hill country. But it is out there, and depending how further out you get into Helotus, like if you come all the way over here, then yeah, it's definitely gonna be a little bit more rural. The homes are beautiful in the area, it's safe, and since, like I said, I'm going to tell you one cool restaurant in each area. Honestly, one that you have to go to is Bobby J's. Bobby J's is phenomenal. Let me see if I could pull that up real quick for you. Bobby J's. And this is like a hole-in-the-wall restaurant, and maybe they don't get enough credit. You have tons of reviews on here, but not a lot of people know about it. It took me about a year to find out that it existed here, and it's just because a local told me, if you love burgers, this is where you gotta go. But Bobby J's old-fashioned hamburgers, definitely be sure to check it out. It's amazing. Now let's check out the safety of Helotus. And so it says right here, Helotus is the safest city in San Antonio area according to the 2019 FBI data released earlier this month. This was in 2020, October 15, 2020. But not too far away, but Helotus is a very safe city. And it is, like I said, right next to Alamo Ranch, so that tells you a lot when I go into Alamo Ranch in detail with them. Let's check out the market statistics real quick before we continue any further. So once again, I'm only going a month back because of how intense everything is. I could go 2 or 3 months back, you'll see hundreds of homes. But we want to be as accurate and up to date as possible. So 43 homes sold within the last month. The max is 1,100,000. So like I said, as you go further out into Helotus, you are going to find more like hill country vibes. And with that, you're also going to find some massive properties with massive lots. And of course, that is why you can go up to $1 million in this area. And so the average home sold here is $473,599. So around kind of like Stone Oak area. And that's just because here you can find a variety of homes. You'll see here like the minimum is $255,000, where like in Stone Oak, the minimum is, let's see, $295,000. So just slight differences between the two. And let's jump into the last one. And our last one is going to be Alamo Ranch. And the Alamo Ranch zip code is 78253, which is going to be this general area. This is where I used to live as well, keep in mind. So I've experienced 2 years of my life here in San Antonio in Alamo Ranch, and I've only experienced 1 in Stone Oak. I love Stone Oak though. I love Alamo Ranch just as much. If I could live in either area, I would. So I don't have a favorite as far as that, but of course they do have their pros and cons. And so we'll go over that right now. I'm going to tell you a massive con of living in Alamo Ranch, but it is nothing to really take you away from wanting to live there because there are some other back streets. But let me zoom in here real quick where it says Culebra Road. So I actually used to live right off of Alamo Ranch Parkway, which is somewhere over here where I live. And not only that, but I would have to, in order to get access to the highway or 1604, which like I said is the main highway that travels around the entirety of the city, I had to come over here to go down Culebra, and traffic could just be so bad, and it could be like, that's like a 2-minute drive, but it would take me about 20 to 30 minutes sometimes just to get down Culebra. So that's just a heads up for anybody who's thinking about moving in the Alamo Ranch area. There are some back streets, like you can see Gom over here. So if you're a little bit further out on like Alamo Ranch up Culebra, you can come down to Gom Street, take a left, take a right, and then hit Shanefield, and then you'll be right here at 1604. So there's other ways to get around it, so it's not like living in the area is really bad, but it is an up and coming area. And then in the Alamo Ranch area, it's more like the suburbs. It's a lot of families. It's a great community to be in. Over here, you're gonna find for like recreational fun, it's not too far away either. There's a brand new movie theater. It's not, you know, it's a little over a year old now, but compared to the movie theaters that we've had before, it's brand new. So it's right off of, it's going to be Lone Star Parkway. I'm so sorry, Westwood Loop. And so it's going to be right here in the corner, and that's where you're going to find the Casablanca movie theater. The Casablanca movie theater also has a bowling alley inside. And so it's just tons of fun with the family if you want to go out or date night. And then not only that, but you're going to have like your personal HEB inside Alamo Ranch, which is going to be off of Alamo Ranch Parkway. And then you're also going to find another HEB right here just outside 1604. So you do have the option to go to either one. And so you're not limited. What's cool too is it doesn't really show it here. Let me see if I can pull it. But yep, there we go, Medina Lake. So if you go all the way down Culebra, it's gonna take you to Medina Lake. And if you're really interested in fishing, swimming, you wanna have a cookout at the lake, it's only about 20 to 30 minutes away at most. So really, really close to Medina Lake, which is awesome. And I love going and doing outdoor activities, so that's something that I really liked back then because I was able to drive there so quick. There's a lot more out throughout the city, and we can always go more in depth with other videos about the rest of the city later on. But so that's the Alamo Ranch area. Like I said, so I don't have the statistics here that show the safety of Alamo Ranch since it's a fairly new area. But like I said, Helotus is like right next to it. So Helotus is extremely safe. So Alamo Ranch is just as good. Let's check out their statistics as far as the homes sold in the area. You're gonna see a difference between the other two. So once again, we wanna be as accurate as possible. So 1 month back and 147 homes sold. So Alamo Ranch is a really big booming area right now. And as you can tell, 147 is pretty much almost triple the other two. And the average on this one, so these are much more affordable homes, are $338,232. And the minimum home that was sold was $120,000, and then the max was $555,000. So if you're just looking to have a great community with great amenities and within a good price range, and you're not going to break the bank, Alamo Ranch is definitely the place to be. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you. So leave a thumbs up. And not only that, but leave a comment down below. If you have any additional questions about San Antonio that you want to know, so that way I can answer that for you. And do not hesitate to reach out. My information will be in the detailed section. I use a YouTube email so that way I can filter out all the spam. That way I don't get that confused with my business. If not, my personal number is in the description, and you can shoot me a text message and or call me. Me and my group are always helping people move to San Antonio, Texas. And we just love sharing our information with you guys, so that way you get settled in and you feel like you're at home. Okay, so I know I didn't give a restaurant for Alamo Ranch, but it's just because I personally haven't found anything as unique as Mellow Mushroom or Bobby J's to put into the video. But not only that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out my tours, see some of the cool properties that we have to offer here. And then, not only that, but I will catch you guys in the next video, and see you next time.